you or someone you love is taking care of a sick or aging loved one, then you need to watch this video. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the risks associated with being a caretaker, and I'm also going to give you 4 tips to alleviate them. As a woman in midlife myself, I've cared for both my parents at the end of their lives, and I've actually written a memoir about these experiences. If you'd like the link, drop me a note in the comments. I also see a lot of people around me and also some therapy clients who are dealing with this universal experience. But the data is quite worrying about the impact on the health and well-being of the caretaker. Given all the stress and the high demands of caregiving, the risk of anxiety and depression and also other health issues increases, sometimes even dramatically. There's even a published study that suggests that the mortality rate of caregivers is actually 63% higher than the risk of mortality of non-caregivers. That's huge. So what can we do about it? It's actually imperative for the caregiver to keep some time to take care of their basic needs. And yet, that's what seems the most difficult. I remember when my parents came to a retirement home near me, my mom had severe cognitive decline and my dad had to have yet another surgery, so he was in the hospital. They were both suffering so much from this separation that I tried to go see each of them every day. Now, it took about 3 days until I realized this would not be sustainable at all. So I started a 3-day rotation. The first day I would see my mom, the second day I would see my dad, and the third day I would just mind my own business. Maybe I could get some news on the phone. And so here are the 4 things that were really helpful to me while I was going through that incredibly difficult period, and I really hope they're going to be helpful for you too. The first is meditating. The regular practice of meditation really helps to mitigate stress. There's a lot of scientific studies that show this, but there is yet a common misconception about what meditation is. I hear a lot of people say, I don't know how to meditate. I can't actually clear my mind of my thoughts. Well, I've got news for you. Our brains are thought-producing machines, so I encourage you to just let them be. The point of meditating is actually learning to focus. And the breath is what we have most available to focus on anywhere we go, right? So you just see if you can focus on your breath, and as soon as you notice that you're lost in thought, because it is going to happen, so as soon as you notice, you just bring back your attention to your breath. That's it. It's actually like a muscle that we're training. Now, if you have another practice that is centering for you, then that can work just as well. So if you do, please let me know in the comments what it is. I'm really curious and I'd like to know. The second thing is exercise. Now, regular exercise can also alleviate stress, and it can also make you stronger to face all the things that you're going to have to face as a caregiver. Personally, I like to go to the gym. I have a program that works all my muscles and it makes me feel strong, and it also helps me alleviate my stress. So it really works for me. But what about you? Do you prefer to go walking outside, to go running, maybe to do yoga? What is your favorite form of exercise? Because if you're a caregiver, you're going to have enough trouble fitting in exercise that you enjoy. So good luck trying to fit in exercise that you don't actually enjoy. So let me know in the comments which form of exercise you prefer to do. The third thing that helped me is the choice of the foods I ate. Because when we're caregiving, it's all too tempting to open another bottle of wine or beer, or to open another pack of unhealthy snacks because we feel that we deserve it, right? But the truth is, although snacks are not healthy for you, but more to the point, they are actually energy depleting. I'm sure you know this experience of feeling not so good in the end after you've had a little bit too much unhealthy stuff. And that's not what you need as a caregiver. And drinking alcohol might help you fall asleep more easily. That's how people usually justify it. But it actually diminishes the quality of your sleep. And that brings me to point number 4, which is the importance of sleep. As it turns out, if you meditate daily, you exercise regularly, and you eat healthy foods, it's going to actually improve the quality of your sleep. Now, you wouldn't want to start a long car trip with only a third of your tank full, right? Well, for crying out loud, don't try being a caretaker with only a third of your own tank full. I really hope that you will follow these strategies because your health and livelihood are actually on the line. And those you're caring for are counting on you to be healthy so you can be there for them too. I'd love it if you could tell me in the comments which of these strategies you're going to put into place so I can support you. And if you'd like more tips on getting more moments of true connection, then please subscribe to my channel.